Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to yet another episode of HBM Mod. In the previous episode, I left off with us having secured the oil refinery. So we're ready to go. I would like to put some steam in this machine, so let me go ahead and grab the pipe. I'm gonna lay some pipe today. We're gonna get pretty freaky with this catalytic cracking tower. It looks pretty freaky already. You ready to see this? Ready, set, one. Oh, nope. Stop. Look how freaky it looks. Well, it used to look a lot freakier, but I think this thing looks the freakiest now. You'll understand everything I'm saying and every single thing I'm laying down in great detail. You just gotta pay a lot more attention. You have to pay attention, okay? You have to understand. You're not paying attention. Pay more attention. Focus. You need to focus on the words I'm saying, man. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. We need 18 pieces of steel, which is iron that we have reduced. And as you can see, it's going to be really, really difficult. Are you ready to watch? Do you understand? Do you focus? What's the punchline? There's zero punch in that. It's just a line. There's no punch to that line. That's just a punch. Okay, a joke means a punch line. But you don't understand. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. Stupid. C'est très important. Oui, baguette. Expreka kein French. Das ist gut. Actually, a lot of my audience speaks German for some reason, and I feel bad for you guys because every time I say "Verotetes Fleisch," I just butcher it. So if you can teach me how to say rotten flesh in German, or how to say "Ein Fackel," I'll make YouTube great again when I run for president of YouTube in approximately 2 minutes. You have 30 seconds to vote for me now for president of YouTube. Do it now. I got big plans for the future. Big plans. What? What are your plans? They must be evil. You said you have big plans. Big plans for the future. Sounds like a maniac right there. I got big plans for the future. What are you gonna do? That'd be freaky if somebody walked up to me and said, "Hey man, I got big plans for the future." If somebody did that, I would probably respond with, "Huh?" And then I would think for 30 seconds about what he was saying, and then proceed with one of several actions. Number one, with 90% chance of happening, I would probably just say, and then listen to what he has to say. Number two, with a 89% chance of happening. In addition to number one, I would go, "That's interesting." Number two. Wait, what am I even saying? Three. With a 65% chance of happening, I would just say nothing. Well, obviously that's probably what I would do. Well, actually, no, I would probably respond to that because that's just such a weird thing for somebody to say. "Hey man, I'm gonna do something really big." What are your plans, man? I don't like that. I don't like those words. How about we not say those words like that? You know what I mean? Somebody walked up to me and then said, "Hey, what's up?" I'd probably respond with, and then wait 30 seconds and go, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I had to calculate. My brain is slow computing this information, so please stand by for approximately 30 seconds while I calculate what you just said into regular English. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Hey, what's good? I don't even know if I would say that. I would just say, probably would just say, that's like the only word I would say. What am I, a caveman, dude? What? I don't know what I would say. If somebody walks up to me and says that, I would say, I don't know. I don't know what I would say. It's interesting because I would probably, there's 100,000 things I could say, but I can't actually predict what I probably would say. Other than I know I would say, what? Sometimes people will speak to me and then I just will have to calculate what they say. And it's like, I have to process that and it takes the word what. And that will get really annoying. That will get very annoying. The only reason I know that is through external sources. So trust and believe that having a conversation with me where you're asking a question while I'm thinking of something else is like you've just derailed a train that's trying to head from one side of the United States to the other, and you derailed it at the start. So now it's going to take extra time for me to figure out what the heck is going on. So that's something to watch out for. But this entire time I should have been making a condenser, and I've just been walking around saying stupid nonsense that doesn't even matter. I don't really know myself, so I couldn't really tell you a whole lot about him. So now I'm looking for a screwdriver, not the alcohol, but also that. So if you have that and you're nearby, then maybe we should start talking to each other so I can get that for a low price of the sales value. I'll buy it as sales value. Actually, I'll buy it 1 cent below sales value, since that's well, also we have to consider sales tax. So I'll buy it with sales tax reduced and 1 cent below that, so that way I can make some profit off of it. Okay, because I know that's the most valuable thing is alcohol. Everybody's addicted to that stuff because money is almost as valuable as friendship, so it might as well just be more valuable in general. Like with money, I can buy friends. If there's somebody smarter than you and they do something, you should do what the smartest person in the room is doing. Who do you think's the smartest person in the room right now with me? It's me, so obviously I'm doing what I'm doing right now, which is playing HBM's nuclear tech mod. However, if somebody called me on the phone and said, hey, I'm in the room with you now, and I'm currently doing XYZ thing, I am also smarter than you, which would be kind of, well, it depends, because there's different types of smart people. Like, I can tell you all about how to make hydrofluoric acid, or polytetrafluoroethylene, or uryl nitrate, or nitric acid, or ammonium nitrate, or doctor's sausage, or iron oxide, or nickel oxide, or zinc oxide, or copper oxide, or sodium hypochlorite, sodium hypochlorite, sodium hypochlorite, chlorate. That is the future of stop and think. Holy Jesus, man, you can't even think for 5 seconds. What? You are brainless, dead. No thinking. No thinking at all. Don't worry. I will sleep in approximately 17 minutes. Okay, we have 17 minutes until failure. 17 minutes until failure, I repeat. I will sell you 1 steam condenser for your bedroom for $5.62 if you pay a small price of $162 first for the installment. But I have one question for you. Done, half-baked, or medium rare? Take your pick. Which is the best way to play a game? And the answer is half-baked. We don't have that answer yet. Calculating. 30 seconds till calculation. Hold your horses. It's gonna take a little bit. 30 years till calculation. File Explorer experience right there. 30 seconds till your files are done. 30 hours till your files are done. 30 years till your files are done. 30 eons till your files are done. 30 till your files are done. 30 infinities until your finals are infinity boarded. 30 files until your files are filed. File your taxes. Taxes. I hate Texas. We need to make mirrors, bruh. We gotta focus. Adfocus.us was a wonderful thing back in the day that made it so that you can't get flans mod in the future. Diabolical, I tell you. One of those things that people do is like, they'll be like, hey, what are your plans? And I'm like, thinking. Oh, I'm thinking right now about my plans. That's what I should say, honestly, in the future. It's what I've learned, is that if somebody asks you something, and then you tell them you're going to do something, you probably should then go proceed to do that thing. But the thing is that whenever somebody asks me that, and I tell them I'm going to do something, I just tell them what I did the previous night, because it's probably going to be the same. Even though there's a 25% chance that that's going to completely be different, which is absolutely stupid, because then I've lied to that person. And now I just feel bad about that, because technically lying is wrong, but I do it constantly. So I mean, that's it's a good question. Is that actually sometimes it's beneficial, because you're probably preventing something very bad from causing a catastrophe very soon. So realistically, I see that lying is beneficial, but obviously there's things you should not lie about. You gotta know what's going to happen and be able to predict it. Like, something that people do not understand is that if you spend enough time doing something, eventually you're able to discover the patterns of that thing. For example, I actually don't have an example, but I just know that there's been times where I haven't actually lied. And what I've done is I've just worked my words in a way that prevents bad things from happening, because the primary cause of bad things is saying things that, well, not saying things, but basically just being an idiot is the easiest way for bad things to happen, okay? Because you can easily avoid any situation if you consider all of the possible things that can go wrong beforehand. If you don't have money, you cannot buy friends. That is very important to have. So, we're gonna go ahead and do this, and then we're gonna 3D print some more of these, and then we're gonna 3D printer. I should get a 3D printer, honestly. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I could do some really cool stuff with that. So that sounds okay. That some people will think that that means some bad stuff, but I could do some pretty cool things with a 3D printer. That's not bad. It's technically fine as long as I do all the correct things. It's technically not problematic at all. Except I can't talk about what I would 3D print, because then this video would be deleted from existence by me. Because then I can't make money off of it, which is very important to me. But I only make like 50 cents off of a video that's 20 minutes long. But that's the thing. So I'm making 50 cents for every video I put out, probably. Potentially. Usually it's actually 0.04 cents. But still, eventually I have $1. Eventually I have $100. Eventually I get paid. And that's crazy to me. Isn't it? Is it not? What are you doing? Crude oil. Da-da. Okay, we have 5 more steps. Print. Now. Do it. Print another piece of the pie. Piece of the pie rewards. Okay, we're going to make some pipes now. Everybody likes pipes until it's over. And they're all out. And they have to batch craft 69 more. Because that's the magic number. Very interesting stuff going on here right now. I'm certain everything is gonna be 100% A-okay. Now let's go ahead and take this and do that. No! Stupid idiot. What the heck? Come on, man. What are you doing? Dude, why do I keep doing that joke needs to stop. It's so bad. It's so absolutely rubbish, mate. You weren't expecting me to turn into an Australian now, were you? I'm gonna go fight that kangaroo off yonder, okay? See, people are like, okay, kangaroo, biggest punch in world. It will kill you instantly. But I've been punched in the face 100 times before, so my face will be fine, at least. So I know that much. Kangaroo stands no chance, especially if I have a weapon. Like, for example, a weapon that shoots high velocity, high mass projectiles at Mach 5. Then I will win against the kangaroo. The kangaroo will stand no chance. But what if I don't have that? Well, if I don't have that, I'm just gonna throw an explosive I made at Home Depot at it. So there we go. Home Depot explosive improvement. Home Depot home explosives. Okay, trust me. I probably shouldn't make jokes like that, even though it's 100% possible to make explosives from the stuff you can get at Home Depot. But that's also why they will card you for that kind of stuff. But then again, if you buy all that stuff, nobody really is gonna check. Nobody's gonna check at all, probably. Well, there's a chance that somebody does check, but it's very low. You have to show a trend of doing that sort of thing. Like, oh, he's accumulating a lot of weed killer for some reason. What? Oh no. His garden must be either his garden's not infested. When your neighbor uses an entire bottle of weed killer every week to make sure there's no weeds in the sidewalk, he's probably actually might potentially be making something illegal, diabolical. But actually, no, I can't actually say what you would need from Home Depot, but I'm just gonna say weed killer because it just I can imagine a guy just coming out of Home Depot with a cart full of weed killer, and then like some agents jump out of nowhere and grab that guy. Like, why do you come here every week? Why are you buying all this weed killer, man? You're under arrest. Why are you buying all of this weed killer every week? I have a lot of weeds in the cracks in front of my driveway. Stupid idiot. Maybe he should be smarter next time though. But then again, I can't really talk about this stuff because this is the kind of stuff that you talk about and then somebody's like, oh yeah, he's up to something. Let's get him into some trouble that he doesn't need in his life. And I don't need that kind of trouble, so I have to stop making jokes about Home Depot being the bomb improvement store. Sounds funny though. It's like any hardware store, you can just go and then there is pretty much like all of the random chemicals you need to do like whatever science you want to do, which can be evil science or good science. There's all kinds of science. It's like science used to be called magic, right? Way back in the day, and they had dark magic and then they have awesome magic. But I don't even know the difference, so I'm not going to talk about the history of magic. I'm just going to say that they had dark and evil and cool magic, okay? Evil and cool magic. That's the difference between
good chemistry and bad chemistry. And then there's also exploited. That's not really. I mean, it could be just neutral chemistry then, which is drugs. It's not actually bad, but it's also not good because it's kind of like that in between point where you're exploiting somebody. So that's bad, but some drugs are good. So therefore it balances out. And you don't get good drugs without making the bad ones. So that's how that works. It's not good or bad. It's neutral. But obviously bad chemistry is like, oh, I'm gonna go to Home Depot and buy all the weed killer. We're gonna walk out of the store, and then we're gonna go to our home lab and make some explosive stuff. Stupid idiot.